Hello and welcome to Post, the channel where we discuss all things hockey and all teams. I'm here with my father, Brent, today, and we're going to do the rankings of the NHL Arenas. Now, I've ranked them 31 to 1, and you have not ranked them. You're just here to give your opinions on the arenas themselves or my decisions on where I rank them, stuff like that.
A little bit of color commentary for you.
Exactly, yeah. So, but before we get into that, I want to address a few of the other videos that we did recently. We did the rating of the goal masks, myself and Justin. Now, we didn't do all of the goalies, so there's going to be a part 2 of both the East and both the West. So if you've watched those two videos and you notice that some goalies are missing, don't worry. There's going to be future videos, part 2 of each, the East and the West. So not to fear. There's more lists to come, so don't worry. All right, so let's just jump into this. I'm pretty excited. This has been requested for a long time by multiple people. And here's the rules. Here's how I did this. It's strictly on the outside of the arena. I didn't look at the inside. I didn't look at the location as far as geographics on where in the city it is or how easy it's to get to. I just went based on the outside. So, hint for the future, we'll probably do a ranking video of the inside of the rinks or something like that. So, but for right now, just the outside. Just don't get too upset. Just the outside. Okay, starting with 31, so last on my list, is the Bell Center in Montreal. Now, this probably cuts you deep, and it even cuts me a little deep too, because I'm a Canadiens fan, you're a Canadiens fan, and I've just ranked our favorite team, their home rink, last on my list.
The view that we have of the exterior is from the main street, the parking lot across the Gauchetière Street from it. It's not the prettiest building, I'll admit. When they built the Montreal Forum and renovated it in the late 60s, it was gorgeous. I didn't like that they left the Forum and went to this place anyway. I'm not a big fan of the building, although I'm a big fan of who's inside.
I just think it's a boring building. I don't know. It's just, it doesn't scream hockey to me. It just looks like a square building. So
yeah,
thumbs down.
It could be a school. It could be almost anything.
It could, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 30, I've ranked the United Center in Chicago. And kind of for the same reason. It's just, I don't know. And this isn't really the best picture for it to show the whole thing, but this was kind of the biggest image I could find.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just doesn't really do anything for me.
It's Art Deco. It might look better for Florida, where the Art Deco is in Miami Beach, but it's got the Art Deco thing going on, especially with the trim at the top of the building.
Yeah.
It looks a lot like 30 Rock, the bottom half of 30 Rockefeller Center in New York. Right. It's attractive. It's a nice looking building, but it doesn't say anything about hockey.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just too plain for me. So number 29, Wells Fargo Center, and I should have said this before. Some of these arenas, not this one, but some of these arenas have different names than what the pictures say. So the example would be Pittsburgh. It used to be called
the Consol Energy Center.
Now it's PPG Paints Arena. So the picture I have of it actually says the Consol Arena, but just so you know.
All
right. So yeah, I didn't hate this one. I found this really difficult to rate these in general, but I don't know, just something about this. I just didn't really like it. I don't know. It just.
Well, I like the fact that it's got the Big Flyers logo on the building.
Yes,
so you can look at it and you know right away that it's at least partly a hockey arena.
It's a sports venue.
Yeah, it's multi-purpose. But yeah, it's got sports written all over it, and they're proud enough of their occupants and their tenants to put great big posters or signs on the outside of the building. So I'd give a little bit of a plus for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know why. I don't hate it. It's just it just doesn't speak to me. Number 28. This is the Verizon Center, I believe it's called, in Washington. I would not know that this was a rink if I was just kind of walking by, and for that reason alone, I kind of rated it 28 on my list. So
yeah,
it's a nice looking building. I'm rating hockey rinks, so for that reason,
you can't tell there's any hockey going on anywhere near that place.
If you look really close, you can see a picture of Ovechkin there on the side. But other than that, I don't know.
And those are temporary. They probably come down in the
summer,
or the minute he's traded.
Yeah. All right, number 27. This is the PNC Arena in Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
Or Raleigh, I guess, maybe. I don't know. It's unique with those crossbar kind of those crossing bar things, and I can obviously tell it's an arena because it says arena at the top. But I don't know. Other than that, it's all kind of the same color, and it doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, I'm not wowed by it one way or the other.
Yeah.
It could be any kind of building.
Like they've got the Carolina flag logo off to the top left there, but I mean, other than that, there's no marketing. Maybe there is in other parts of the building. Like I said, not all these pictures are great, but So 26. I've rated the MTS Center in Winnipeg, and I think you've been to this.
I have. I've been to the MTS Center, and there's a walkway that goes right through the side of the MTS Center. That's it there, and it goes all the way from really the Delta Hotel all the way down to the Portage Place big shopping mall center. And there's a whole, it's Winterpeg. So there's lots of indoor walkways so people can get around downtown without dying.
Yeah.
So part of that walkway goes right through the MTS Center. And it's nicely done inside. But again, I know you're trying to stay on the outside. On the outside, this thing to me looks like a parking garage.
Yeah, and that's kind of why the reason I had it so low at 26. It just didn't scream hockey to me. And I mean, it's a Canadian team. You think that there would be lots of marketing. Looks like in the Bell Center, there was a one tiny Montreal Canadiens logo.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I found that strange. I thought, it should be in your face hockey, whatever.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's all right, but
again, I don't hate it. It's just I found it really hard to rank these, but giving the people what they want. They wanted this for a while. So number 25 is the Scott's Trade Center, in St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
But you see, you didn't know what the team was until I said that.
I know
because there's no signs on the outside. I guess there is down the bottom left there.
Oh, there, a little Blues logo over one of the doors.
It's like I actually do really like the front with all the kind of the glass, the slanting glass.
Yeah.
And the top bowl is pretty cool. So I don't hate it again, but
it looks like the main building for a speedway or something. It has a
little bit,
almost a Daytona look to it.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, I see that for sure.
But it doesn't scream hockey, that's for sure.
Yeah.
No.
All right, number 24, the First Niagara Center.
Been there.
Is it? Actually, sorry, it's not called. This is one of those situations. It's not called the First Niagara Center anymore. It's called the KeyBank Center.
Right.
I think.
Yeah. And it was the First Niagara Center when I was there.
It was.
This is the view I had of it.
Exactly. And so you've been to this arena.
I have.
You've seen the inside. I think this may have been, if I remember correctly from your stories, one of the best arena experiences as far as getting in and getting out, parking lot, and
loved it.
Yeah,
absolutely loved it. It was so efficient, around it. But again, I know that's probably in a different video.
It is, yeah.
But I really liked my experience there. I didn't really pay attention because when you're a person and you're up close to the arena and you're trying to get in the door, you don't see it.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
You never see it. You just see this wall beside you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I had hard times finding really good pictures of these arenas, but
it looks like a school that a flying saucer landed on or something.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't hate it, but
no, that's all right.
So ranked number 23. This is Nationwide Arena in Columbus.
Oh yeah.
And it kind of looks like an old kind of cotton mill.
Yeah.
Like in Fredericton, there's that old building.
Cotton mill in Marysville. Yeah, it's got a very
kind of like that
1900 industrial look to it.
Yeah,
which may fit. I don't know.
Actually, for Columbus, maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
But I do like the big banners they have of the Columbus players at the front.
Yeah. Subject to change without warning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it almost looks like it was repurposed from something else.
Exactly.
As opposed to being new construction.
Exactly.
But it's all right.
Lots of brick. But
yeah, lots of brick.
Number 22. This is the SAP Center in San Jose. Very unique looking. Lots of metallic silver, aluminum or whatever that is. But as far as a hockey rink, I don't know. It just looks like a convention center or something. It's got
church.
Big glass. Yeah.
Maybe a church.
I don't know. It's so plain. There's nothing on the sides. It's just metal. Maybe this was a picture of when it was first opened because it does say "Welcome to the new SAP Center" or something. So maybe it's perked up a little bit since then with some marketing on the outside. But as far as this picture right now, I have it ranked 22nd for that reason.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's unique, so I give it points for that. But
all right. Oh, the ACC.
The ACC in Toronto.
The Air Canada Center.
The Air Canada Center.
Yeah.
We've been to this arena this year.
Yes, a couple of months ago we were in there.
Yeah, and like the outside of the ACC, it's a magical place because you always see those people watching the game outside in that little, what's it called? The square?
It's it's got a name.
There's a name.
It's like a fan zone area.
Yeah, and for the Raptors as well, it's a really cool spot outside the rink. But just visually, just the rink, it's just square. I don't know. It just didn't do anything for me just because it's not unique. It's just square.
I don't think there's much you can do with a hockey arena outside to do much with it other than put decorations on it like this has. But I must say, we walked, not only were we in, but we were all around.
We were, yeah.
And we walked around the outside, the side that's next to the expressway there. I think that's the Gardner. It's very sterile and cold, and there's really not much going on. But the minute you're around the corner to the west-facing side of the building that's lit up in the sunshine there, it's quite remarkable. They've got statues, lots of artwork outside. They've got that bench where people are, jumping over the bench. All these players.
It is quite awesome.
It is very awesome, and that's not the building itself, but it's, I think, part of the building experience.
And that's why I chose this picture, to show that little square area and the building as well. So I mean, again, it's hard to rate these. I don't dislike this, but this is the Rogers Arena in Vancouver. So you think you've either, if you haven't been inside of it, you've been near it.
I have not been inside, but I've walked by many times. It's just on a bridge that goes out West Georgia Street.
You do lots of traveling, so
I do.
I've seen many of these rinks, I think.
Yeah, it's impressive from the outside. I thought it was all right.
You can tell it's an arena.
Yes,
it's got that round kind of thing. You've got the big Vancouver sign or logo on the outside,
and I think the thing there, you just see Vancouver. You don't see a basketball team because there isn't one in Vancouver.
Right.
Vancouver's other big sport, they have soccer and they have mainly football, the BC Lions, and they play nearby in a outdoor stadium with a roof. So this is the only big tenant here, so they can jazz it up a bit more with the main hockey theme.
Yeah.
But still.
I do like the arena.
Yeah.
And this is I don't know how to pronounce this. Is it Gila River Arena or Gila River Arena in Arizona? If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry.
Could be Gila.
Gila.
With a silent G.
Who knows?
I don't know.
I actually, even though this is ranked 18, I do like it. It's very Arizona colors with the beiges and the oranges.
Yeah, very deserty.
Yeah, very deserty.
Yeah.
And it is square, so it's a bit boring, and there's no real signs of the coyotes there, but
there's nothing there. And
that's a whole other situation of where the coyotes are going to play. And
all I'm going to say is a hockey arena with palm trees in front of it just doesn't work in my brain.
It looks strange.
I understand, and I get it. There's Tampa. I've been by the one in Tampa, and there's palm trees everywhere there too, as there would be in Miami. But palm trees and hockey, it's a clash for me.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another one of those examples. So Consol Energy Center was in the picture here. This is in Pittsburgh. It's now called the PPG Paints Arena. And again, even though this is ranked 17th, I do like this arena. It's very unique, that big side of just all glass kind of sloping down. And it's got this like weird corner kind of thing. I don't know, it's shaped a little differently, but it just color-wise, and there's no big Pittsburgh logos anywhere on the outside. Again, this is probably one of those arenas that is multi-purpose, so they've got lots of stuff going on inside. But I don't know.
It almost like it has a kind of a weirdo New England Patriots logo.
Oh yeah, a little bit
underneath, and it doesn't fit. But it doesn't scream, "This is a hockey arena. This is where the Stanley Cup is."
Yeah,
or has been.
It looks like a convention center. Or something. I don't know. This is the Amalie Arena in Tampa Bay, which you've seen.
I have.
I actually really like this. We're starting to get into the arenas that I really, really like now. So I really like this. The windows coming out the front. You got the staircase painted. That's fantastic. Amazing. Yeah.
There's no mistake as to who's in this bar.
Exactly. You've got the left, the Tampa Bay Lightning players. On a multi-purpose arena on the right, you've got concert photos and stuff like that. Yeah. Cool artwork to the side. Kind of looks like lightning.
Lightning bolts. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Cool.
I like that a lot. That's my favorite so far.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would say. Yeah.
Ooh. All right, number 16, the TD
Garden.
Yeah, the TD Garden in Boston.
I wonder if Boston fans know what TD stands for.
Toronto Dominion.
Toronto Dominion.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or the rink in Carolina used to be the RBC Center. I think it was
Royal Bank of Canada.
The Royal Bank of Canada. I wonder if they know that.
I don't know.
Yeah, the TD Bank North Garden.
Even though this is square, it just has the history to it. It's got the top is cool. Just for some reason, I really like this. I really like this arena.
I do too. And it's obviously close to. This looks like some of the cables from the Zakim Bridge. It's a fairly recent construction in Boston, so it's close to the water. And it has almost a nautical kind of appearance to it.
It does. I don't know why I like this so much, but
I like it too.
I do really like it.
Yeah, I've not been there, but I like it.
And then the big Boston logo.
Yeah,
so
that's cool. Yeah, because the Celtics I think play there too.
Yeah. So this is number 15. It's right. I put this right in the middle because it's not complete yet. The new Detroit Arena. So we're at the position in time. If you're watching this in the future, maybe you've already seen what this rink looks like. But right now, we don't know exactly what it looks like because it's not done yet.
Right.
So this is going to be called the Little Caesars Arena. in Detroit.
Cool.
And this is one that I said they were putting all the LEDs and stuff on the top to, show some graphics and stuff. But this was the only visualization photo I could find that shows the thing. The roof is cool. Other than that, I can't really say much because I don't really know what it's going to look like. I want to see a real picture of this. So that's why I put it at 15, kind of right in the middle, in between in the rankings. So
well, I hope the outside of the building around at pedestrian level is going to be as impressive as the roof is.
Yes.
Very few people are going to see that roof.
Only people in the plane.
Yeah, you're on approach to Detroit Metro Wayne Airport or whatever, and you're going to see the roof, and it's going to be neat. But yeah,
absolutely.
Cool.
All right, number 14. This is the BB&T Center in Florida. I really like this rink. It looks like it's in a great location, which is another video for another time. But lots of parking. It looks like it's easy to get to, but visually, I really like this.
Yeah.
It's got...
That's a great picture.
The entrance, it's a really, really good picture. It's got the entrance that's kind of, all that glass and everything that kind of leads you in. Got some palm trees all around. Again, warm climate doesn't really gel with you, but yeah.
It is what it is.
But I do like this.
Yeah, it looks nice.
This is number 13, and the American Airlines Center in Dallas.
Wow.
This reminds me of, now the name is escaping me, New York.
Central Station?
Grand Central Station.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that, and that's why I ranked it so high. It's pretty cool. It's very, very unique. I begin with the brick, so it kind of makes it look older, kind of like an old train station.
Yeah.
The Grand Central Station. I don't know,
and from street level, if you're looking up at the building from being down on the sidewalk, you're not going to see that upper
it's true.
work. You're going to see the bricks. You're going to see what looks probably like a fairly ordinary building, but I like that. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 12. This is the XL Energy Center in Minnesota, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
So I ranked this one high because it's rounded glass. It's the whole wall is glass. I really, really like that. And maybe this picture is making it look a little better than it does in normal daylight. But for some reason, I just really like this.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this arena. I wish I could find a better picture of it. But yeah.
It looks good.
I just like the glass.
Yeah.
Now, number 11. This is the Honda Center in Anaheim. Again, with the palm trees. So I understand. But I just liked the lighting in this arena. It was lit well, and the picture is probably enhancing that a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. It's just the entrance is very inviting. It's there's benches and there's palm trees and there's a walkway and the pavement looks nice. And I don't know. It's just
to me it looks like a big shopping mall.
A big shopping mall. Yeah,
and I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
No, I see that. Yeah, I definitely see that. Number 10, Staples Center. So we have some history here. I think everyone's heard of the Staples Center, but it's very unique looking. The colors are awesome. Again, with the glass, I like glass, but lots goes on in this arena.
Yeah, and you can see the structure inside.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Which is really cool. Yeah, and more palm trees, and these are these tall California palms by the look of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very unique looking. Very kind of spaceship.
Yeah.
I like spaceship stuff.
Ooh.
This is the Pepsi Center. Maybe I should have done a quiz and asked you what you thought these were before.
No, I'm good.
This is the Pepsi Center in Colorado.
Okay.
So very unique looking building here. Again, lots of glass.
Yeah.
You can kind of tell it's rounded, so you get that arena feel on one side there.
Mm-hmm.
The entrance is really impressive. It's a big open area. You can see inside, see some of the structure inside, kind of like the Staples Center.
Yeah.
I just really liked it.
Yeah, no, it's very nice.
Number 8, this is the Prudential Center in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
I love this arena.
This is very good.
Yeah, this picture, on one side, you've kind of got that cylinder type glass room. On the other side, the same thing. Big, giant windows in the front with the big New Jersey Devils logo. I love this arena.
That is very nice.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah. It says hockey. It's true to the corporate brand. Prudential obviously put a lot of money into it to have their sign up there, and it doesn't take away from the New Jersey Devil presence. That's good. I like it.
Number 7. Now, this is probably going to be a little bit lower than a lot of other people's because it's pretty old and it's pretty strange looking, but that's actually why I like it because it's so unique. It's got so much history. This is the Scotiabank Saddle Dome now in Calgary.
Yeah.
So this was built probably In the 70s?
I would say it was built, I think, for the Olympics,
The
which were in 1988.
Oh, 1988.
So probably early to mid-'80s when it was
I meant to say
going
80s.
up. Yeah. Now, my main view of the Saddle Dome, I travel to Calgary a lot. If you look at the far right-hand corner of the top of the Saddle, you'll see Delta, which is the Delta Hotel, and that's where I usually stay.
Yeah.
And it has a pretty good view of the Saddle Dome. In fact, from the hotel, it looks like you're way above the Saddle Dome.
Oh, really?
But now this
From this
angle,
angle, yeah.
it looks like the hotel is not very high at all. But yeah, it's by itself. You know, it's kind of by itself in a wide area. It's in the exhibition area, and it's true to its name.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, Saddle Dome. Yeah, I see it.
It looks like Saddle.
You couldn't name it anything else. It has to be the Saddle Dome.
No, that's right.
For the rest of its life.
Yeah, I don't know how much it says about hockey. It says a lot about horses, maybe, but not about.
Yeah, not about hockey. I just like this arena.
Yeah, no,
it's
cool.
It's so unique.
Yeah, and it's 30 years old now.
It is. I hope I get to see it someday inside
before they stop using it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 6. This is the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville.
Oh, yeah.
This is a very unique. Again, with the glass. For whatever reason, I really like glass, but it's very unique. The top is really cool. You got that kind of big overlapping top piece.
Yeah.
The entrance is really, really awesome. And, you know, they got some music stuff on the outside because it's Nashville.
It's Nashville, yeah.
And they've got the Nashville logo there and a little sign. But yeah, it looks new. It looks like technology.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Good. Number 5. This is the Canadian Tire Center in Ottawa. Very impressive looking building from the outside. Really, really like it. It's got a kind of like that spaceship kind of vibe. You can see through all the glass of the structure inside. Very unique looking. I really like this building. However, it's not even close to Ottawa. It's 40 minutes outside.
It's in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been to a couple of games here at this building. It's a very nice building to to be around. You know, it's by itself. There's nothing else nearby that's, there's no neighborhood that it's in. It's by itself and surrounded by parking. So it really stands out.
Yeah.
It used to be the Scotiabank Center before this, of course. And but yeah, it's an impressive building, and we'll talk about the inside someday.
Yeah. Future video.
Yep.
So this is Madison Square Garden. I had to rank this in my top 5. It's this is probably the most iconic arena in the league. I mean, there's so much that has happened at the Madison Square Garden in the last however long it's been an arena. It is very unique looking. It's totally round, tall, very, very tall. Yeah. I like this arena a lot, and mainly probably some of that love comes from just my love of New York City in general, and you love New York City as well. We're big New York City fans.
It's between 7th and 8th Avenues, just south of 34th, I think, Street. It's really sitting on top of Penn Station. There are millions of people, well, not so much right now because they're under renovations in Penn Station, but that's a very big hub, and the entire city lives and breathes through that block or two right there. The Madison Square Garden is in a tremendous building. They've done a lot of work fairly recently on it to keep it going, because it's not new.
No, it's not.
It's been around a long time.
Yeah, a long time.
And it doesn't necessarily work great for hockey all the time, and we'll talk someday about, I don't like the lighting in there and some other things, but from the outside, it's very impressive, and it says New York.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's great.
Number 3, so this might be some controversy for all those Las Vegas haters out there, but this is the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
So the one that was just built not too recently. So it looks so futuristic. That left sloping window that's angled, and then the opposite sloping entrance kind of way to the left, and then the big sign at the top. That's the big digital sign that would potentially have the Vegas logo here coming up in the future, but this is the only logo I could find. So I'm sure this will be all Las Vegas Golden Knights marketed up, but right now this is
nice.
Is it. It's a very unique building. I really, really like it.
I like it.
Number 2.
Oh,
this is the Barclays Center.
Yeah, seeing this from the outside.
Very, very unique, very impressive building.
Yeah, it is. They were only playing basketball there when I was there.
Yeah,
because the Islanders were still playing in Uniondale at the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum.
That's correct.
Which was ancient, but that's a beautiful building.
It is
beautiful,
and not really designed for hockey. We ran into some Islanders fans in Toronto earlier this year.
From Long Island, who were there to watch the Islanders-Leafs game, and they were telling us their experiences about being in this arena as opposed to the previous one, the Coliseum.
They weren't impressed. It was basically just because of the the way the seats are aligned with the.
Yeah, and I think center ice is offset from the center of the building or something. He was saying as
Yeah.
well. One of our guys, correspondent fellows, and he didn't like the way the seating and the ice related to each other. So,
Yeah.
but that's another day.
Yeah. It's so unique. Those little lights kind of that go all throughout the whole outside. It's just, I love it. I love everything about it.
Yeah.
Number one, I had to put Rogers Place. It's just the San Jose one from earlier, the SAP Center, all metallic. But this is, again, all metallic, but it's got different types of metallic throughout it. It's shaped very unique, like a big UFO. The glass doesn't follow a straight line. It's sloped. And again, another sloping glass piece at the top. It's just, again, this probably isn't the best picture to show the whole thing, but this was the best picture to show what I wanted to talk about. So
nice.
That's number one, and it's brand new.
And this is Edmonton.
This is Edmonton, sorry. I don't
Yeah,
know if
we
I said
didn't say that.
Rogers Place, Edmonton.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great for the city, for sure.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. They were really struggling with the old Northlands Coliseum, and it had great history, just like the Forum did. But for all teams and all cities, sometimes it's time to move on. Detroit's going through it too. So.
Exactly. The day will come for Madison Square Garden as well someday for the Rangers. Who knows? But
who knows?
Well, what did you think of my list in general? Were you disappointed with any of my rankings?
Well, the very first one. I thought you'd just throw a little Bell Center up, just don't make it number 31. Come on, but
sorry.
It's you're very objective,
yes.
And that's a good thing.
I guess
because I know how you were raised, and but you're very objective, and I think that's a good thing.
Cool. Well, what's your number one? Like after seeing all of these, what was your favorite?
I got to say Tampa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that staircase and the Tampa logo right in it.
Yeah.
I love the whole. I like a lot of blue, and then I had a lot of blue on it. You're more of a glass guy. I'm more of a blue guy.
You're more of a blue guy.
And I really like Tampa. I think of all the. I like that last dozen or so are all really, really nice. But
yeah.
I think Tampa would be my top one.
Ooh, it's got a very, very welcoming, awesome hockey entryway. Again, you mentioned the staircase that was all painted.
Come on up. There's hockey in here.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, that kind of wraps it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this. You've been asking for it for a while, and like we said at the beginning of the video, there's going to be another ranking of the inside of the NHL arenas. And they all kind of look the same, so it's probably going to be harder than this, but I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to film that or who with. Could be Justin, could be you, could be Jason, who knows?
Who knows?
But I'll do it someday, probably within the next couple of months. And we're also going to do a video talking about the experience of going to some of these arenas. You've been to Buffalo, Toronto, Montreal,
Ottawa.
Ottawa, yeah. So
yeah, the overall experience of that's really what it's about. What's a fan go through when they go to a hockey game in a certain city? The good things and the bad things. I've not been to every rink. That's one of our goals, I guess, probably both of us to do that. But from what we'll be able to read up on, what's the fan experience in an arena, and maybe some tips.
Yeah, exactly. And that includes like parking and like train and buses and, just like seating and just basically all the kind of check marks that you make on a good arena experience, I guess. So I don't know if that'll be a ranking or just more of just about talking about each, but that'll be in the future. So thank you guys very much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, hit the like button. And if you're new here on Post to Post, we hope you hit the subscribe button for all kinds of hockey videos and all kinds of list and ranking videos and just fun in general. We'd hopefully you can join us here on the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video. Adios.